What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about PO3s. This is gonna be a multiple part series, and the first part will be about what are they. So PO3s are built up every time the same. So we have either a bullish or a bearish PO3. For the bullish example, we have a open, a low, a high, and then a close. And for a bearish example, we have a open, high, low, close. So PO3s, you will find them in every time frame, basically. So you can choose what time frame suits you or trading. For me personally, we use the weekly, daily, 4-hour, and 30-minute PO3 the most. So I'm just gonna explain it from the daily chart. And yeah, I will give you a chart example. So as you can see here, it's November the 23rd, 2025. So in this case, we have our open right here. I'll mark with the daily open, right? So we have our open, right? We then accumulation. We then have our manipulation. Not only we sweep all these sell stops and low resistance liquidity, we do also get our manipulation below the daily open while tapping this new walk, so new week opening gap. That will be a very bullish PO3, daily PO3. So after that, so personally we trade the New York session right here. After the manipulation, we started to distribute already. So in this case, you will look for a continuation of the distribution since the distribution has already started. So I'll give you a bearish example as well. So as you can see, I marked out the daily open and the opening price right here. And since the daily open, we got no manipulation below the daily open, right? Since the daily open, we just have manipulation higher. So we have a lack of manipulation, lack of distribution, and a lack of sell side. And you can use that by, yeah, just trading, as you can see right here. For the New York Open, you could took a very big short down to previous day low or anything like that. But as you can see, it's a very simple concept, but very useful concept. And yeah, you could also see it like that, accumulation, then manipulation, then a distribution lower, right? So that is the basic. Of course, it's not gonna look always that clean. So yeah, right here we got zero manipulation below. And one thing that is very important, I will give you an example for that as well. And another thing is some people get a bit confused between AMD and PO3. So basically the biggest difference between it is that AMD is not time-based, okay? AMD is just a chart pattern, if you want to say it like that. And PO3 are a time-based, it's a time-based concept. So you always use a opening price and yeah, the price since the opening to yeah, form the PO3. So I want to talk about a bit where PO3 originally comes from, and PO3s are from the bar chart. Okay, as you can see, the thing I marked up is the same as you can see in one bar. Yeah. So this is our bar, right? Right here, this our bar, and it's the same. Okay, you see, here's the open, then we have a low, then we have a high, and then the close. So PO3s originally came from the bar chart. So the last thing I wanted you guys to know is if, for example, as you can see right here, that is the New York Stock Exchange open, so 9:30 EST. And as you can see right here, the accumulation was in Asia. The manipulation, yeah, was in Asia too. So we had both in Asia. And then the distribution already started in London to occur. So if something like that happens, you won't look for reversals anymore. You will look for a continuation of that distribution. Yeah, and if the draw has already been hit for the day, then you won't look for a trade anymore. But yeah, like I said, so if London starts to distribute, look for a continuation off of that. So as you can see, London starts to distribute, New York open, comes back into the range, and then starts or continues the distribution. So now you understand what PO3s are and a little bit how to use them, but in the next part we will get a bit more in depth into PO3s and how you can use them in your day-to-day trading, and also not for only for the New York session, um, also for the London session, and we will get a bit more specific about the topic PO3s. So don't forget to subscribe or leave a like and a comment.